Hello, you are mostly welcome to today's broadcast on Science of Dominion TV with your regular host, Solomon Bamidele. And on this, our trending topic, post-pandemic and your finance. The post-pandemic and your finance. How do you pandemic-proof your finance? How do you create a safe havens for you, your family, your finance in this particular economic climate? That's what we'll be dealing with. And thank God we'll be able to skate through as to starting up a business. Starting up a business. But like you know, it's not just enough to start. But the most important thing to grow, to expand in what you have started matters a lot. Starting great without finishing well equals to zero. So it's very important that you start great or you start good and you finish great. On that note, we started last week that you need to create goals. You need to create goals for your startup business. You need to create goals, setting goals for your startup business. Have you considered various ways to set goals, the importance of goals setting, tips on how to set goals? Today we want to see what do you need to do to make your goal a reality? To make your goal a reality or goals. It's very important that you create action plan to achieve your business goal. Very, very important that you create action plans or what you call action points. Action points that will help you to achieve your startup business goals. Many people plan, but not all that plan actually run with their plan. Not all that set goals actually see to the fulfillment of their goals. Many set goals, but few achieves or realize their goals. Why? Most people they set their goals, smart goals. You know what you can call smart goal? SMART. That's what I tip factor that we say to guide us in setting our goals. Make sure is your goals is smart. Take note of that. Remember that during the initial stage that you set a smart goal. But setting a smart goal is not just enough if the goals are not followed. The challenges come in creating a plan as to make those goals a reality. The challenges comes in creating plans as to make goal reality. During the initial days of setting goals, enthusiasm drive motivations to achieve results, but not long in his lifetime. As usual, the goal become the goal become distant in the memory of those that set the goals. Why? Research suggests or data shows that only about 10% of the people that set goals, out of the people that set goals, only about 10% achieve or realize their goals. Then, which means 90% of people that set goals, they don't see to the realization or achievement of their goals. The question is, what are the 10% doing that makes them to achieve their goals? And what are those things that the 90% are not doing that the 10% are doing that makes them to achieve their goal? Like in one of my presentations, one of my discussion, one of our talk, we said what the wealthy people does first is what the foolish man or the poor people do last. What wealthy people, what wealthy people do first, permit me, or what a wealthy man does first is what the poor people will do last. In this case, the 90%, they set goals, but they don't have action plan for their goals. Why the 10%, they set goals, but they follow up their goals with action points to achieve their goals. And they start from the action point to achieving their goals. So in this case, what are the different and what do we need to do? Or the important factor to consider in achieving your goal. Number one, a plan. You set up a plan. What are your goals? You set up a plan to achieving your goals. What we call action plan, or let's call it plan now. You set up a plan. These are the plan that I'm going to follow up. Just like you set up goals to help you to drive your business to success, to expansion, to greatness, or to achieve whatever is your plan. Anyway, but in this case, we are talking of business because we believe we are addressing the next entrepreneurs, the next entrepreneurs of this generation. Those are the people we are recruiting right now. Those are the people we are creating right now. And I believe you are one of them. You set plans to work towards achievement of your goal. And number two factor, commitment to work the plan. Commitment to work the plan. And that's what we call a action. Put the two factors together in just two statements. We call it action points or action plan. Plan of action of how you will achieve your goal. Plan of action how you will achieve your goal. In order for you to have a good, achievable goal, what do you need to do? How do you set up action points? Number one, we said make your goals to be smart. Set up a smart goal, which you remember specific, measurable, attainable, and of course, relevant and time bound. Specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant and time bound. Take note of that. Take note of that. When we talk of specific, let's assume, let's say, okay, in the next 6 months, that's your goal. I want to achieve $10,000 turnover in my business. Yours may not be as big as that. Maybe you are starting out as a tailoring, as a barbing, as a barber, as maybe a takeaway or fast food joint, what you call eatery, or maybe you are setting up a kiosk, a mini supermarket, or a big supermarket, or a transport system, whatever you are setting up, or you are setting up services, accounting firm, law firm, medical center, chemist or pharmaceutical company, or store, whatever you are setting up, and so on and so forth. We say in the next 6 months, I am putting out to myself that I'm going to achieve $10,000 in the next 6 months. That's a very good. That's a specific goal. You do not just say, I want to grow my business. That's not specific. Grow in what sense? I want to achieve 10,000 turnover. That's specific. Measurable. Now you want to see, in order to achieve this $10,000, what action points do you need to put in place? What action point do you need to put in place in order to achieve it? That's not only that. 6 months, we have set time bound. 6 months. Take note. Relevant to your business. Attainable. that business, is it attainable based on the environment where you are? We are giving just example. Number 2 point that you need to take note of. Work backward to set milestones. You need to set milestones. Set milestone. Put a challenge towards yourself. Put a date, due date. Within this date, I will not only achieve it, I want to beat it. If before the date, put the date, which I've said 6 months down the line. 10,000, 6 months down the line, I want to achieve it. In order for you to do this, you need to do what you call create a mini goals that move you towards the big goal. Create a mini goal or mini goals that move you towards big goals. 6 months, $10,000 turnover. Then, if you must achieve that one, what turnover will you do you need to be achieving every month? Mini goals. Every week, mini goals. Break down, divide the $10,000 by 6. That's what you need to be achieving every month. And the $10,000 divided by the number of the week in 6 months. That's what you need to be achieving every week. So by so doing, you are not waiting for 6 weeks to come, 6 months to come, and now begin to say, oh, did I achieve it? Even if you are waiting for 6 months to come before you measure whether you achieve it or not, it's possible you must have forgotten. You might have been discouraged and stopped running with the goals. You have been distracted because 6 months look like a very long period, but fellow friend, it's not long. It's only when you don't set up mini goals, it looks so long that, oh, I will achieve. If you don't achieve anything this month, I will achieve next month. If you don't achieve anything this month, you'll be thinking next month will be better. Before you know it, 6 months will be here. You will achieve nothing. But if you have broken it down, 1 month, 1 week, mini goals. This is what I need to achieve. You'll be able to begin to measure yourself, assess your performance and the condition of the business and the revenue and the turnover based on what is coming in every week. And that will help you to do what you need to do. Number 3, sorry. Determine what needs to happen to reach your goals. Determine what needs to happen to reach your goals. What will you need to be doing in order for you to be able to reach your goal of $10,000 turnover in 6 months? 10,000, 1,000, okay, 6 months. 10, if you divide it by 10, you know what that means anyway. Okay, then 1.5, $1,500 every month, taking you to 6 months goals. Okay, now determine what needs to happen to reach your goals. During this step, get specific on take to reach your mini goals within the time frame using the $10,000 as a yardstick, for example. Now, for instance, you can ask yourself, how many prospects you need to enter your sales tunnel? How many prospects you need to achieve in your sales? Maybe every day, at least, so number of sales must be achieved in order to achieve this social amount. Every week, so number of sales must be achieved in order to achieve this one. In order for me to do this, decide what action, that's number 4, what actions are required to reach your goal. What actions require to reach your goal? How do you generate the action? How to get customer to be visiting you or to be patronizing you in such a way that you'll be able to generate 1,500 in a week within the 6 months of your goal. And of course, $10,000 in a month within the 6 months of your goal. Maybe the action point. You set the action point for yourself. Number one, by 9 o'clock, I must have opened my business. By 9 o'clock, every 9 o'clock, my business is open. While some other ones, they are still sleeping. Or maybe every other one open business is 9 o'clock. You say by 8:30, my business is open. Or by 8 o'clock, my business is open. So which means you cannot be sleeping like every other one. You want to open earlier. So that because there are some early birds that will need products and services, the goods that they come to your store and buy on time. That's number one. Number two, when every other one closes, 7 o'clock, I will close 9 o'clock p.m. The late bird, they are closing from work. Now they want to buy stuff, you are available to sell to them. Rather, why other people will be keeping them waiting till tomorrow because their businesses have closed. You are still open. You can make it yourself to 11 p.m. if you are operating in a very safe environment, safe community, where it is safe to operate 11 p.m. in your place of your time zone. We have people like that. Oh, there are businesses that operate 24 hours. If it's conducive for you to operate in 24 hours where you are, you can do that. So that there are people that go, when they go to the supermarket, they walk around to the corner shop, it's midnight. They provide that. If it is safe, that's part of your action point. Number four, you think, okay, action points. What I'll be doing? I want to do what we call maybe leaflet or make short. Maybe you must have collected the data of your customers or data of people around you where you are, if need be. Nowadays, it's very easy to generate data. You can buy data, you can collect data. You do make short with what you call e-flyer or e-flyers. You'll be generating that e-flyer, promoter marketing on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, and so on and so forth. You say every week I'll be doing to marketing, e-marketing on various media action points because we want people to come. I've been doing that every week. While some other they are only doing once a year, but you want to be doing every week. Action points. Those are good ones. Maybe the next five, we are talking of action points. Number five, action point. I want to be doing promotional sales every other week or at the beginning, the first day of each week. There's a shop that I do all this health shop that I do patronize and register as a member. At the beginning of every month, they do their promotional sales discounts at the beginning of each month. You know why? Because they know at the beginning of each month that's where people get their salary and people come and buy. So they want people to come at the beginning of the month to come and patronize them to buy what you need. So that's why they do their sales, what they call sales discount every month at the beginning of each month. They want people to come because that's when people the purchasing power is increased, is high. So by so doing, they generate a lot of sales right from the beginning of the month. So the rest of the month, they make it up. Maybe that's what you want to do. Why not? It's possible. For instance, if you open a saloon and you are collecting $10 per head, you can say the first day of the month, which is Monday, or whichever day is the first day of the month, that I'll be collecting $5 per head. Why not? People will rush you. And those that does that one, remember next month, they will not be able to make the first one. Whenever they come, you'll be able to secure them as your regular customer, and so on and so forth. So you generate action points towards achieving your goals. When you do this, it becomes easy for you to have something that is driving you on daily basis towards the achievement of your goal. You are not waiting for the 6 months because something is driving. There's something on the focus, put you on the run that you are working towards on daily basis. Something you are measuring yourself again, your performance against on daily basis, and that keeps you on the run. That keeps your drive and your momentum high, and the enthusiasm is always on. You are not running out of fuel, out of energy, out of enthusiasm at the end of 3 months because you are open for 6 months. But this time around, every week, every week you have a target, you have a target, you have a goal. So as a result, because of the mini goal action point of how to achieve it every week, you are running towards it, you are doing it, and pursuing. By the time you get to the 6 months, you just discover, even by maybe at the fourth month, you have achieved your goal of the 6 months. What a great thing. And if you are struggling to achieve it, you'll be able to identify a time. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to correct? You don't need to wait for 6 months to correct all this, to review all these things. By the time you are doing the review or this, whatever, the self supervision at the end of 6 months, you just discover that you have discovered the point, or you have even improved, you have become better, and you are doing great. Because of the time, I will stop. In the next broadcast, which is Tuesday, we are going to see what is action point. What actually do we call action points or action plan? And why do we need to set up action plan? And how do we set up action plan? We'll be doing that on Tuesday by the grace of God. But if you have been following, remember, setting goals, then design action plan. That will call action point toward the achievement of your goal. And how do you design action point is what we have, the tips is what we have enumerated. By the next broadcast, we are going to see, define what is action point. What do we call action point? Why do we need to design action point? The importance of action point, action plans or action points, and how to design the best action lines that will help you to achieve your goal. Why? My name is Solomon Bamidele, the regular host on this Science of Dominion. Before I drop, it's good to listen to this broadcast, add it to your knowledge. But if you have been listening and you are not doing anything with it, you are not doing yourself any good service. Do something with it. Maybe what you are listening to, you could not apply it because you are not interested in business. You can apply it to your own personal life, your spiritual life, your marriage, your career, your health, your future, even your work. You can achieve it. When the more you apply what you are learning, the more you become better. And the more you are able to transpose the lesson or transport what you learn to other areas of life. And maybe in future, you now need to set up business, you already become better in it. I know God will help you. Please, if in any way we have been of a blessing to you, you have learned something on Facebook, please do like us. Press like. Say, I like what they are doing. Just press like and share if possible. And on YouTube, subscribe and press the notification bell. Press the notification bell. So that by so doing, when next we post any other things, you'll be informed that we have posted something new. All right. God bless you. We love you. I see you as the next major entrepreneur to appear, to be born. You're a man, you're a woman born out of the due season. This is your season, this is your time. It can't be any other time better than for you to set up, to rise, and get to the top. This is the season. I see you on top. God bless you.